You see my city girl? She ain't a city's girl no more. Look at her. I done convert her into a country girl. That's right. Next year she'll be singing around the campfire. No, I don't think so. Our adventures today continues in the Black Hills of South Dakota, where we visit the Crazy Horse Monument, located only 9 miles as a bird flies from the famous Mount Rushmore monument. But there is a difference between the two. One of them is completed and the other is not. The reason why the Crazy Horse Monument has not been completed is because the Crazy Horse Memorial Foundation refuses to accept money from the federal or from the state government. The only funds that they get is through park admission and through donations. The museum is filled with so much history and so many artifacts that you could spend the entire day going through the museum alone. Crazy Horse Monument. This is a definite place that you want to stop while you're visiting the Black Hills of South Dakota. So while you're over at Mount Rushmore, come on over to Crazy Horse Monument. You will not be disappointed.
Here's a fun fact. Did you know that Crazy Horse's first name was Curly? But following his bravery in a battle with Arapaho warriors in 1858, he was given his father's name, Crazy Horse, who then took on a new name, Waglula, which meant worm, for himself. Crazy Horse was a Lakota war leader of the Oglala Band in the 19th century. He took up arms against the United States federal government to fight against encroachment by white American settlers on Native American territory and to preserve the traditional way of the life of the Lakota people. The next day, we headed to do something that has been on my bucket list for years, but didn't dare to. We chose this company, Black Hills Helicopter, because it's veteran owned by Andrew Buse, a former Army helicopter pilot.
I hear the west winds calling out my name. They're telling me to head your way.
Me, I'm super nervous, and Mr. Wonderful is having an IPA before our tour begins.
Local beer.
Andrew knew how nervous I was that he came by to let us know that even though it's a sunny day, that there will be some turbulence during the flight, and if we were okay with that.
I'm there before the setting sun, for you to fall into my arms, the place I call my home. I was looking to belong when I already found my home.
And then we were told that our helicopter is inbound and to get ready.
The month of June in the Black Hills is really bad when it comes to pollen. So not only did the crew have to refuel the helicopter, they also had to clean all the pollen that accumulated on the windows so we could have a better view of what we're getting ready to experience.
And we are on our way.
completed all of his pre-flight checklist. Before you knew it, we were off the ground. The first landmark that we flew over was that of the city of Keystone on our way to Mount Rushmore. As we approached Mount Rushmore, we realized that Andrew was absolutely correct. The turbulence around Mount Rushmore was really bad. Fortunately though, Sari was able to take a great photo of the face of Mount Rushmore. During our flight, Matt pointed out places such as Wildlife Loop, Needles Highway, as well as Cathedral Spires, all of which we were wanting to see from the ground as well. Miles away from Mount Rushmore, we came to Crazy Horse Monument, which we had visited the day before. Though it wasn't the best day to video from a helicopter, Sari was able to get some magnificent still shots of the Black Hills. next day, to keep our feet on the ground, we went to do some hiking in different locations throughout the Black Hills.
Well, going to Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore, going over to Keystone.
Yes.
We said, oh, that's a pretty view. But stopping and getting down on this trail along the lake, gosh, man,
Wow.
this is... If you don't stop, you don't realize what you're missing. I mean, how many times we missed it?
We came down here about what, like 5 times already, or 6 times? We come by the road.
Yeah, we just come by. You know?
Yeah, we drive by, but we didn't stop. But we also had, our friends were with us, and we were on time schedule.
They're behind us and that, and people like rushing and that. We were like wanting to get somewhere, and you just drive by and don't even stop. So glad we did this.
But we definitely have to get some kayaks.
Gotta get some kayaks.
Yeah.
That's on our list. We got to get some kayaks or a kayak that we could take with us. That way there, when we get to places that have something like this, we can just go out.
Just beautiful. Well, I'm glad I listened to you.
Glad I was driving. You said, oh, no, you just kept on going. I'm like, no, so you'll stop by that little cafe there in Keystone?
Yes.
Stop by before on the way up to the...
Yeah, I like that little place.
Yeah. Get some coffee.
Yeah, you need some coffee.
I need some coffee. We did a lot of walking.
Yeah, which is good for us.
Good thing. Going to one of our favorite places here in Keystone.
Yeah.
Grapes and Grind.
Yeah, John likes the coffee here, and I like the bagels here. But
and the ambiance.
And the ambiance. We like the ambiance. So if you're around here in Keystone, if you come to visit, Grapes and Grind. It's a pretty cool place.
They're telling me to head your way, down your road and past your gates. Keep your eyes on the horizon. I was looking to belong when I'd already found my home. Won't be long, I'm there before the setting sun, for you to fall into my arms, a place I call my home.
After having coffee and a bagel, we grabbed a bear spray and hit the trail to find some places to go hiking. And boy, do we find some nice ones right there in Black Hills.
To belong when I'd already known that you would be there when the rains are gone. Like a light in the night, you will always be my home. To belong when I'd already known that you would be there when the rains are gone. Like a light in the night, you will always be my home.
Are you wondering, like me, how did Black Hill got its name? So the Black Hills in South Dakota and Wyoming got their name from the Lakota words Paha Sapa, which means hills that are black. When viewed from a distance, the pine-covered hills that rise thousands of feet above the prairie appear black. The Lakota, also known as Sioux, arrived in the 18th century from Minnesota and called the land Tasapa, which means Black Mountains. The Black Hills are sacred to the Lakota Sioux, who consider them to be their heart.
You will always be my home. Won't be long. I'm there before the setting sun, for you to fall into my arms, the place I call my home.
This beautiful lake, we just knew we had to get a drone shot to give a good aerial view of its beauty. Hiking around Legion Lake, we decided just to take it easy and have a seat on the beach and watch some families out enjoying the beautiful day. Our campground is Grace Coolidge, and there is zero, and I mean zero, Wi-Fi at that campground. Outside of the campground, though, you have plenty of Wi-Fi service, but we need access to our computers.
If you have to work.
Yeah, because we still have to work. So
we have to do some editing.
We came over here to Legion Lake, and it's just beautiful right here in the campground area. Maybe half a mile or so from our actual campground. But there's this beautiful cabin, restaurant, gift shop right on Legion Lake that actually accommodate Wi-Fi. It's like a little Wi-Fi. It's got on the wall, it's got the plugins, we have Wi-Fi service. Plus, a little chili. Can't beat that. So it's time for us to get some work done.
Yes.
Gotta pay the bills.
We gotta pay the bills. And not only that, we have some editing to do, so we're gonna be here a while. And I got myself a salad.
Won't be long. I'm there before the setting sun.
After a full day of exploring the beauties of Custer State Park, we finally make it back to our campground at Grace Coolidge, where we'll build a fire and call it a night.
Stay tuned till next week's episode, where we drive through the wildlife loop in Custer State Park. It's 18 miles long. Then onto the Needles Highway, one of the most beautiful scenic drives in the country. The highway is just over 14 miles and it climbs about 2,000 feet in elevation. We also got to see the Cathedral Spires. Thanks for watching. I'm Sari.
I'm John.
Our adventures today.